not dressed like that. They're often not dressed in school uniform, they're often dressed in their football kit or their netball kit. I think they had half the Year 7 netball team performing there, and they are such an asset to the school. And one of the great pleasures about coming to school every day is meeting all these young talented people and seeing them perform in all sorts of different areas. It can be in their maths lessons, it can be in their English lessons, it can be in their PE, in their art or in their music. And it's a great privilege, which I never cease to remind myself of. One of the nice things about working in schools is that even when days don't go exactly as you plan, even when it's raining and it's a wet break and one or two things go wrong with the computer system, or somebody from the LA phones you up, or you look at your emails and it's just a sea of communications, I don't think there has ever been a day in 30 years where a pupil at some stage during the day has not made me laugh. Now sometimes they've made me laugh without meaning to, but we do have some great comedians among the 300 odd pupils at Swanage Middle. And one of our regular comedians, and I think this is his third appearance as a comedian at a talent show, is James Fleming. So can we have a big warm round of applause?
Hello everybody. I'm really sorry I'm late. I had trouble finding through the crowd. There was a jungle out there. I just started this new hobby, bird spotting. Oh, what's that bird back there? Everyone take a look. It's a bird stealing money from the bank. It's a robin. What's that bird? Over there. It's a bird lifting very heavy weights. It's a crane. This bird just right back there. It's a bird breathing very fast and very heavily. It's a puffin. I'm a very mysterious, private and secret person. That's about it, really. The other day I was in town and this old lady dropped her purse, and as she was kneeling down to try and get it, she asked me for help. So I helped her. I put my hand on her back and pushed her down the rest of the way. I went to the shoe shop and I tried a pair of shoes. I went to the lady and said, "These shoes are very tight." And she said, "Try wearing them with the tongue out." And I said, "Yeah, filthy tight." The other day I went to the sweet shop and I said to the man at the counter, "Have you got any Twix?" And he said, "Well, I'm very good at juggling." I went to a restaurant and I said, "Have you got any mineral water?" And he said, "Sparkling." I said, "Have you got any mineral water?" One of my friends came up to me and said, "James, as a very little boy, was your mother ever strict with you?" And I said, "Now listen here, my mum was never a young boy." The other day I was watching a DVD and I decided to look at the deleted scenes and there was nothing there. The other day I was punched in the stomach and then the policeman came up to me and said, "I'm going to have to fine you of £10. And I said, "Oh, for crying out loud." And he said, "Yes." mentioned it, he's very cautious now because he believes somewhere in the schools there's nits. I'm going to be going now, but I'm going to finish off with a song. I've got no music to it. It's called Alarm Bells. When a man wears trousers, he's still a man. When a girl wears trousers, she's still a girl. When your dad wears lipstick, alarm bells. When the vicar prays, he's being nice. When the vicar smiles, he's being kind. When the vicar's head revolves, alarm bells, alarm bells, alarm bells. When the airline pilot says fasten your seatbelts, that's alright. When he says there's a turbans, just part of the flight. When you overhear him say, what's that flashing like me? Alarm bells, alarm bells. When your dog is looking at you, give him some sympathy. When he goes on his back, give him a pat. When he has bloodshot eyes and foam coming out of his mouth. Alarm bells, alarm bells, alarm bells. In your life, there are sights and smells, but don't forget to listen for those alarm bells. For example, I am only a quarter way through my act.
I do believe that James has now finished. He always comes up with a surprise or two. It's one of those things where I always worry slightly. I don't know why, it's that nagging feeling.
Oh.
Swanage is a great place to live, and the community of Swanage and the schools in Swanage and all the people who make it the special place it is all have a part to play in producing the wonderful talent that you're going to see before you this evening. But we also benefit from, dare I say it, the incomers.